Here's Morant. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Atlanta.
And no one on defense could stay in front of him. He continually got pummeled and kept getting back to the stripe.
The Kings leading. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Deflected. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. The floater. Oh, Simmons with the block.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
James can't get it to go. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 7 so far. Candace, I know you're a fan of the tall guard and how they play. Who are some of your favorite current and all-time big guards?
You know, I think I always tease in this era, you know, I think KG would have been rebounding and bringing the ball up more. I think he was made and built for this era, so I'm going to include him in the tall guards category. But, you know, honestly, I think you look at guys like Kevin Durant. I know he's listed as a small forward, but anybody that rebounds the ball, brings it up. You look at Giannis and how he continues to facilitate and make others better. So I think it's going to be a change of what the definition of guard is. Crafty offensive player. LaVine knows how to draw contact on the way up.
At the line for the Kings, Zach LaVine, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from LaVine.
Zach LaVine has so much talent, and people just want more. But you can't argue that he produces in so many areas.
A line change here for Memphis. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Harrell's checked in for Gordon. Green comes in for Davis. John Wall, he's checked in for LeBron. And Garland is subbed in for Ben Simmons. Both free throws good from LaVine.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Who wants a t-shirt? Make some noise.
Kings making a switch here. Davis is checked in. We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. You look at the Grizzlies, they're in a solid spot right now, 5th place.
Right now for the Grizzlies. They've looked rock solid this season. They just need to stay on target and prepare for the postseason.
I don't think they played their best basketball, so that things do come together for them before the end of the regular season. Look out.
Now here's Wall. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Lakers in Los Angeles. Out to the right wing. Going inside. Anderson pulls it down. Stolen by Wall. Back to Harrell. Garland, the pass to Green. 34 seconds left in the first quarter here. No good with a layup. Davis against Melton. Pass to Jones. Chance there to take the lead, but a miss for Sacramento. They've gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
One one of the best players in the game. If Davis is healthy, he's an absolute force on both ends.
At the line for the Kings, Anthony Davis. At the line for 2.
The first free throw is good.
On top of being a great player, AD's a great teammate. Even forcing his way out of New Orleans, he was honest about what he wanted, didn't complain along the way, and hasn't complained since.
And so he makes both from the line. 16 seconds left in the opening quarter. Anderson against Wall. Now Anderson. Pass to Tillman. Over Harrell.
With great strength and ability to move his feet, Montrezl Harrell is a lockdown defender.
So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. The Kings on top, up 3. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And the 4th pick in 2018, Jaren Jackson Jr., the rare NBA-ready defender, he talked about where he can make the most impact.
Probably be more of a backline help, talk more, give more help for the rotations because, you know, depending on what team you play, there's a lot of specific things you got to do to guard a certain player.
A veteran's understanding of help and positioning, Grant.
Yeah, I love that defensive mind approach. That's why they're a team to be reckoned with.
Man, some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And guys, for the Kings, what jumps out at you stat-wise?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
They've got Tyus Jones. Kyle Anderson is out there with Desmond Bane. Then it's Brandon Clark, and it's Melton in a shooting guard. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Now here's Davis. 14 points for him last game against the Lakers.
And it wasn't just the scoring. He also impacted the game on the glass. Terrific all-around effort.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Brooks comes in for Melton. And it's Ja Morant in for Jones. To the inside. Here's Harrell. Uses the glass on the layup.
Getting hit on the way up. The ability to finish in traffic might be Harrell's strongest attribute offensively.
Now here's Brooks. His last outing, we saw him score 13. Pass to Anderson. Now Clark, down low, outside for Brooks. Here's Bane. Here's the 3. Rebounded by Green. Well, the NBA looking at a mid-season tournament, but that's already off the ground in the WNBA with the Commissioner's Cup. All right, Candace, how do you like it?
Well, I would like it a lot more if my team was in the Commissioner's Cup, but it was great. I think it made, regular season games that much more competitive, and it made playing for something the first part of the season.
Fans, the loudest section gets free t-shirts. Let's see who's the loudest. All right, look who's coming up to the court. Come on and get back for your Grizzlies.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Adams checked in for Clark, and it's Jaren Jackson in for Anderson. So the Kings making a change here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
And after a series of major injuries, Wall still remains one of the more athletic players in this league.
Ben Simmons is checked in for the Kings. And so Wall nails them both. Well, Candace, this is a question I'm sure you've heard before, but growing up, was there a player or players who you patterned your game after?
Well, honestly, I was the biggest Allen Iverson fan. I was the center that was going out in the game trying to throw passes like AI, trying to dribble and get that crossover. So I really loved watching AI growing up, and C. Webb was another player. I loved his versatility. I loved his ability to get to the basket. So I'd say it's those two.
Nice. Gordon with the big finish.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. Pass to Brooks. Takes the 3. That shot off. So Sacramento will take it the other way. They're getting their first look of the season at the Grizzlies in this one.
Yeah, they came up short both times against this team last season.
Bridges down low, Brooks defending, and the basket by Bridges. Candace, we see so many different coaching styles. To you, what's the most important quality in a head coach?
The most important quality in a head coach, especially nowadays, is to be able to connect with your team. You have to be able to connect to know what they need on a nightly basis. You know when to push, know when to bring them back down into reality, and how to set the tone. So I think that is so important, especially in this generation.
On the attack, Simmons. Pass to Wall from deep. It's rebounded by Memphis. They come into this one following the loss to Atlanta.
It was just a challenging game for them. They executed well, but just not well enough to put themselves over the top.
I think they had some key takeaways from that one. Things they did well and things they can improve upon.
For Sacramento, they've gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Back to Simmons. 1:41 left to play in the first half. And he lays it up and in. Simmons has got his second bucket on the night.
This is where Simmons is most comfortable shooting from. Once he's this deep, feed him.
The Loud and Craziest fans get a free T-shirt. Let's see it, fans. All right, look who's coming up in the court. Come on and get down for your free shirt. All right, look who's coming up to the court. Come on and get down for your.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Tillman's checked in for Adams. Melton comes in for Bain. And it's Jones in for Moran. Levine, he's checked in for the Kings. Maxey comes in for Sexton. Now here's Brooks. A steady force on their offense, recording around 14.5 a game. All right, Candace, always great to have you on the broadcast. Hope you can come back real soon. We'll save a spot for you.
Oh, I'm going to hold you to that, VA. I'm going to hold you. Thanks so much for having me.
Well, it's always interesting to hear from a great announcer who also is a great player.
It doesn't always translate that way, but Candace is a special, special talent, and she puts in the work.
And the Grizzlies with possession here after the Kings picked up a basket a moment ago. From 13, hey, it's blocked by Simmons. Outside for Levine. Bridges outside. 43 seconds left in the second quarter.
Xavier Tillman. That's his first personal foul. 13 foul. Grizzlies foul. Xavier Tillman. That's his first personal foul.
Shooting 2.
13 foul. At the line for the Kings, Miles Bridges. At the line for 2.
That's good from Bridges.
0 wasted trips. They're doing their job at the line.
Clark is checked in for Memphis. Anderson comes in for Brooks. James is checked in for the Kings. Garland comes in for Ben Simmons. Bridges hits them both. Now here's Melton. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Jones up top. Anderson with a screen on Garland. Jones with the ball. He's picked up by Levine. Jones, his shot is good.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Three-pointer, Bridges. The shot's good on the assist by James. Bridges has got 7 points in the game.
What unselfish play from LeBron. You can tell he wants to get everyone involved.
Levine against Anderson. The three. The shot, no good. Here's Levine. And so it's Sacramento closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. We'll be right back.
And hello, everybody. What an amazing first half performance it's been for the Sacramento Kings.
The difference so far has been the efficiency of their offense. Their ball movement is really good. They're not afraid to use the whole shot clock if they have to. Overall, they're making every possession count.
And let's take a moment now to look at the upcoming schedule. What's on the docket?
And you know, for that.
And that'll do it for the halftime show. Shaq, what grade do you give our show?
Ernie, perfection. My highest grade yet, a check.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Well, you look at Miles Bridges. Man, has he been playing well.
There's virtually nothing you can do to stop him. I mean, you can't even contain him. He's been that great.
Yeah, and sometimes the strategy in that case, don't let anyone else beat you. You know he's going to get his, so try and keep it to that.
Taking a look at the Kings, we've got Zach LaVine. Anthony Davis is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then it's Ben Simmons, and it's James in at the small forward position.
He's one of those guys who is extra difficult to block out. When LeBron really wants a rebound, it's hard to beat him to the ball. Well, it's been 8 years since LeBron won his 4th MVP trophy. A player who's regarded as the best of his generation. Hard to argue he shouldn't have more.
Now here's LaVine. Pass to Gordon. Outside Davis. Back to Gordon. Outside Levine. 4 on the clock. On the take. And Levine throw it down.
The creativity, extreme athleticism. You see why Zach's won the dunk contest multiple times.
And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And LeBron has admitted some irritation with the MVP voting in the past.
Yes, B.A. He's come in second in the vote 4 times. That's tied with Jerry West and Larry Bird for the most in NBA history. This is a guy accustomed to deciding outcomes. This one is out of his hands.
Offensive rebound, and they recover it. Gordon, the pass to Davis. Screen by Gordon. Tries yet again. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Pass to Moran. Puts it up from 12. That's good from Jackson on the assist by Moran.
Boy, this is what we talk about with Jaren. The ability to score on all 3 levels.
Simmons is doubled. On the wing, Levine. For 3, James. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Jackson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Brooks. Not going to go that time. Levine with some nice D. Pass to James. He takes it in. And slam dunk by James.
Can't do anything about it. LeBron gets a step. Next thing you know, he's hanging off the rim.
Well, we're into the 3rd quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. And the Grizzlies call time here.
And we've heard those telling LeBron to shut up and dribble and stay out of it when it comes to social issues. Fortunately, he has no intention of standing on the sidelines.
A line change here for Memphis. And some changes here for the Kings. All right, quickly here, let's look at the teams that lead the league in field goal percentage. 4th, Sacramento.
The basketball IQ this team possesses is special. They don't rush anything on the offensive end. They take their time and stay patient trying to find the best shot possible.
Timeout called, Sacramento. And LeBron not just raising his voice. He's helped others do the same. His More Than a Vote initiative instrumental in getting record numbers to the polls.
Opening up NBA arenas as voting centers. You want a government by the people, for the people. The ballot is how you do it.
For Garland. Well, Grant, starting your career in the 50s.
Oh,
you know what I mean. Actually, 90s. Back then, we'd see teams usually score in the 80s and 90s. What do you think of the current scoring?
Really, B.A., the 50s? Wow. But it's crazy. I mean, back then, yes, every game was in the 80s and 90s. Now everyone averages at least 100 points per game. So I think it's been an interesting evolution of the game. And, of course, the fans all love offense. And these players and teams today are providing just that.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Back to Clark. Pass to Melton. 5 on the clock. Jones with the ball. Defended by Murray. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by Green.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Beautiful feed by Draymond. He plays a physical game, but he also has great awareness and skill.
Now here's Jones, defended by Murray. Back to Jones. Inside. And finished off by Anderson.
Getting himself to the rim, Anderson continually finds ways to impact the game.
Sexton passes to Harrell. Harrell the screen. Pass to Green. Melton against Wall. Outside Murray. Harrell, a screen on Anderson. Count it, good. Sexton's gotten his first bucket of the night.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed. What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Now that's a textbook alley-oop.
I thought he'd go for the slam, but that worked. And it's Murray off the drive, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two.
One of the more improved players over the last few years. Murray has thrived in his high-usage role. You just wonder how good can this kid become.
2 shots.
Free throw drops from Murray.
Well, we know Murray lives with the ball in his hands. That's what makes his improvement at the line so crucial.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. For Memphis, they've gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. Pass to Jones. Lets the 3 fly. Hauled in by the Kings.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Here's Wall. That one is off. Good D by Melton. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Anderson for 3. And it's Harrell with a rebound. The Kings have gone 5 of 11 in this third quarter. And it's Sexton on the take. They kick it out to Murray. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Murray's got 5 points in the quarter.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
And so it's the Sacramento Kings. They have a confident 20-point lead right now. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And the Grizzlies shooting only 34% in this one. Jackson Jr. and Adams together inside. Ja Morant is out there with Desmond Bane. And it's Brooks in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Boy, we've seen a lot of effective signature moves, including yours, the Smitty. Is there a signature move that sticks out to you in today's NBA?
You know, B.A., it is. It's the logo 3. So many guys like Dame Lillard, Steph Curry, Trae Young, shooting it from close to half court. That's my signature move that sticks out to me in today's game. You know, in most NBA drafts, Ja Morant would have gone #1 overall, but not in a draft with Zion, at least not at the time.
Now here's Simmons, guarded closely. Murray's shot is good.
Improved shot mechanics, improved strength. DeJounte Murray is becoming a force.
Brooks outside, driving inside, and the foul on Steven Adams. That's his first foul of the game. The Kings making a switch here. Sexton's checked in.
The Kings, Colin Sexton.
Sacramento in total control. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. Murray passes to Green. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Morant with it. Checked by Murray. Morant against Murray. Oh, Green with a block.
He's a tremendous defender. Draymond Green all over that shot.
Outside Murray. It's Bridges on the wing for three. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Sacramento.
Contested shots and block shots. That's been their bread and butter defensively, giving up no easy looks.
Also, you can see how they've gotten after it on D. The steal numbers are something they have to be proud of.
The Kings have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Sexton finds Bridges. Fires the three. And the Kings with another three.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Here's Murray. And it's good. 2 points. Murray's got 5 points in the quarter.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Well, Memphis shooting at 32% from the floor. Not good. Simmons against Morant. And Grant, you played for a Suns team that was influential with their training staff's approach. How has sports medicine changed from the early days?
You know, B.A., it has changed immensely. Nowadays, every team incorporates that foundation that Suns medical staff had back in the day. It's all about prevention. It's about recovery. It's the big picture approach to making sure players can not only get through season after season, but have longevity throughout their careers.
Here's Bane. Checked by Sexton. Pass to Adams. Here's Morant. Good D by Simmons. On offense, here are the Kings. They're on an 11-3 run. Here he goes. And slam dunk by Simmons.
Big man rolling through. Give Simmons a lane to the rim, and he'll make you pay.
The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. And down it goes. 2 points.
He's doing what he can do to pull them closer, but it's not enough. He needs more help.
Simmons, the pass to Sexton. Over Adams. No good off the back of the rim.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Good, and the setup by Morant. Morant's got 4 assists in the game.
T-shirt time.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Ben Simmons.
He's been unguardable in this one, getting whatever he wants out there. He's just simply putting the offense on his back and delivering.
This here was a gutsy performance from him in front of a tough crowd. The fans were on his back, and it never got to him. If anything, it motivated him more. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Pass to Levine. Back to Maxey. Davis with a screen on Morant. Garland, the pass to James. Offensive rebound. Here's Davis. Second shot opportunity. No good at the rim. For Memphis, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Kings.
Free throws were a major factor tonight.
It's nice to get a lot of shots at the line, but then you need to convert them. They did that, and it paved their way to a win.
And so this will lock down their 15th win of the year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next two matchups between these two should be fun.
And it was a reliably solid performance from one of their key guys. A tremendous game for Ben Simmons.
I'll tell you, his shot blocking made a big impact. Whether it was on the ball or rotating over to help, he provided the intimidation factor this defense needed.
Garland hits them both. And here's Melton. Morant with it. Pass to Tillman. And he lobs it up top. Levine with a steal. Here's Garland. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
That's his second personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Sacramento, Darius Garland at the line for two.
Two shots.
And he makes a first. Garland hits them both. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Anderson against Levine. Anderson inside. And Davis with the block. Here's Garland. Oh, Morant with the block.
Flying around the court, Morant can block shots both on ball and in help.
And another miss by Memphis. Davis goes in. That falls. Nice feed that time from James.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
So it's the Kings winning this one easily. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Ben Simmons, and Ben, you were setting the table. How aggressive were you looking to be, attacking and finding your open teammates?
Trying to make plays. That's what I do. I try to share the ball, try to make the right play, so I'm happy I did that.
And you do it well. Thanks, Ben.
Allie, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Steve Smith, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking everyone for watching tonight's game. We'll see you next time.